It's Monday and it can only mean one thing. It's another Baking Mad Monday. I'm Eric Lanlard and I'm here at home in my kitchen. I'm going to share with you a very special recipe. And this time, I'm going to do a savory one. Because baking is not just about sweet, you can make savory recipe too. And this one is perfect for alfresco lunch or just a little snackette if you're a bit hungry. It's a Comté Cheese Muffin. So first of all, I'm going to start by sifting all my dry ingredients together. So in a bowl here, I'm going to sift some plain flour. Always try to sift your dry ingredients just to avoid little lumps inside and of course to mix them well together. And next, I've got some baking powder. I know that looks a little bit much, but because we need to give some lift to those muffins, because we've got a lot of yummy ingredients going through. So that's normal. And next, my favorite ingredient, which is going to bring some lovely texture and earthy flavor to our muffin, some wholemeal flour. And of course, you don't want to sift that one because you want all these lovely fibers to be into your mixture. So that goes straight in. Look at that lovely color. Okay, so that's all done together. I'm going to move that now to my mixer. Using a paddle, I'm just going to stir gently all these dry ingredients. So now I'm going to add to it, for some extra flavor, half a chicken stock cube. So I'm just going to put that in. And of course, if you are a vegetarian, don't panic. You can replace it by a vegetable stock cube and replace the ham we're going to use later on with some chunky pieces of tomatoes. So I got some eggs, which I'm going to break in. Always try to break your egg in a small container on the side of your mixer, so it's easier to fish the shell if you broke some. Gonna give it a bit of a stir. And as the mixer is spinning, I'm gonna add to it some milk. A little bit at a time. Next, I got some vegetable oil. Again, lovely little drizzle into our muffin batter till the mixture is all combined together and lovely and glossy. A little bit more speed just to make it as smooth as possible. And here we are. Our muffin batter is now ready. So time to bring our delicious ingredient to it. And this time I'm going to do it by hand because I don't want to break up all these beautiful ingredients. The hero of our Comté muffin, the cheese. Typical dry, hard cheese from France. If you can't get it, don't worry about it. You can get some nice strong cheddar which is going to melt through as well. And this one is my favorite cheese. Maybe because it's French, maybe I can be a bit biased, but. So that goes in, nice, lovely, chunky pieces which are going to melt through. And I want to fan them when I pull out that muffin together. I want to fan all these big chunky pieces. And next, I got some ham, large chunky cubes. It goes in, and like I said, if you want to do a vegetarian version of that recipe, just replace it by a chunky piece of tomato, which will bring some nice lovely color as well into your muffin. Right, I'm just going to fold that nicely together. And for an extra boost of freshness to our muffin, I got some fresh chives here, and I'm just going to chop it finely into it, roughly around 10 stems. And if you're not very good with your knife skill, the best way to cut fresh herbs, doesn't matter if it's basil or anything, scissors, I love it. Just cut it slightly like this, and just cut it. Oh, that smells so fresh and lovely. Fold it nicely into our lovely batter. And finally, a little bit of seasoning, and the only thing I'm going to add to it is a freshly ground black pepper. I do love my gadgets. Everybody should have one of those. If that's it. How quick is that recipe? So we got our lovely batter, all our lovely ingredients inside. Time to bake those muffins. So I got a muffin tray, which I lined with some paper cases, and another little tip to get those beautiful muffin shape and well risen, I slightly butter each edge of each cups. So they will slide right through and explode in beautiful shapes. So time to fill them, and the best way to fill muffins is to use a piping bag, so you don't get any dribble everywhere. I'm just gonna fill my piping bag, twist the end so it doesn't come out the wrong way, and I'm just gonna snip the end with the scissors. Obviously quite a big opening to get all these lovely ingredients to come out. And I'm gonna fill the cases 3/4 high. So for a beautiful appetizing finish, I'm gonna add to this, at a final touch, a good grating of more Comté cheese. Finely grated on the top, like this. And you know exactly what's gonna happen in the oven. That's gonna melt, it's gonna gratiner beautifully on the top, and it's gonna make our muffin to look even more yummy. Before I put them in the oven, I'm gonna brush the extra cheese away from the tray so that doesn't burn as our muffins are baking away. And now time to bake them in our preheated oven, 200 degrees. It should take between 15 to 20 minutes, and I'm sure you will smell it through the house. It will smell delicious. Here they are. This is the best way to serve them, with a beautiful green salad or some fresh tomato, colorful tomatoes, and that's a perfect starter or even a nice light lunch. I hope you enjoyed that recipe. No excuse. Let me know what you think by leaving some comment right underneath here. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you want even more baking recipes, don't forget to check out bakingmad.com. See you soon. Happy baking. Love you.